Hey guys, long time no video. I do apologize for my absence. I was sick and then I had to go out of town for a training conference, which is what this video is going to kind of detail. So I went to a training conference. It was on positive reinforcement, dog training, and animal behavior. I took Coco with me, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to update the road trip packing for a dog video that I had done a couple years ago. So I'll link that in a card if you want to check out that previous one. But this is just going to be an updated one so you can see what I took on this trip. So this is the bag that I took. It is a rolling sewing machine tote. That's what it's called. And you see it's got some outside storage pockets and it's pretty big. The other side looks the same. And then on the back, it's just got the handle, and it has wheels on it. So this worked out really well for her stuff. So I'm just gonna go through it and show you. And there are some other items as well that I took, and I'll show you those as well. All right, let's take a look. So here in this front zipper is where I just kept the extra poopy bags for her. There's just a whole row of them in there. Then on this outside pocket here, I have her luggage tag. And I have some more grooming stuff. I have her shampoo and conditioners because I had to give her a bath. She got pretty dirty walking around the city, and we stayed in, it was actually Covington, Kentucky, but it was marketed as Clicker Expo Cincinnati, but it was actually in Covington. So I just have some shampoos and conditioners, and then baby powder for her face. And the remaining pocket on the outside, I just have her eye drops for her bath and her grooming spray, as well as her ear cleaner. So all of that fit really nicely on the outside, and I wanted to put the liquid bottles on the outside so they could stand upright and wouldn't leak. So that worked out really well, that the liquid bags didn't leak. Okay, so now let's take a look in the main compartment of the bag. It does zip, but it also has Velcro, so it does zip as well. But I just unzipped it for the video. It came with these built-in plastic zippy organizers, which worked out perfectly for her grooming supplies. So I just have her toothbrush and toothpaste in this one, some top knot bands and her band scissors, and cotton balls and Q-tips to clean her ears. And this long one along the bottom here was perfect for holding her combs and brushes. So I'm overall very impressed with the storage of this bag. This was the first time I used it for a road trip. So I definitely want to use this in the future. It just worked perfectly to hold all of her grooming stuff. So inside the bag, I did take a towel because I didn't know if it was going to be muddy or rainy, so I brought a towel to kind of wipe off her feet. It worked out that it didn't get muddy, but I did end up bathing her, and I didn't want to use one of the hotel towels, so I used the towel that we brought for her bath. This is her travel grooming mat that I just laid out on the desk in the hotel room. Her travel top knot pillow, which is just a child airplane pillow. A little bowl. This one is silicone, so it wouldn't have gotten broken. I didn't have to worry about it getting messed up. I did bring puppy pads. Coco is housebroken, but I just bring them every time we travel and we stay in a rental or a hotel, just in case she has an accident. So I brought a couple of these. I brought the baby wipes for her face. And I did bring her harness and leash and collar. I don't know where her leash is. So I need to find that. I don't think I left it. I just don't know where it is. What did I do with her leash? It's her retractable leash. Maybe it's in the other bag. It might be in the other bag before I panic, right? And then I have her dog walking bag, which I've done a video on as well. If you're interested, I'll put a card for that. This bag also has a Velcro front pocket here. It's not very deep or wide, but you could certainly store some stuff in there as well. So that's everything for the rolling tote. So I'm going to pack everything back up, and then I'll show you the other bag that I used that I carried on top of this bag. This is the boarding bag that I use for Coco, but mainly it's her road trip bag. and it just has two very large front pockets, and it's just a really big tote bag. So right here in the front, this is the water bottle that I carried in the car. So when we were driving, I could, you know, stop and give her some water. So I had that, and this is also the water bottle that I attached to the crate in the hotel, which I'll show you in a second. In the sessions, the dogs were allowed to attend, but they had to be on like a mat or a blanket on the floor. So this is the blanket that I brought for her to lay on. This smaller water bottle is the one that I brought to the sessions, because they're pretty long. Some of them were 45 minutes, some of them were an hour and a half, some of them were back to back. So I wanted to make sure that she had water if she got uncomfortable. So I brought that smaller one to the sessions. Also, a lot of toys. I wanted her to be entertained in the hotel. Now, some of the toys have squeakers and some of them don't. So the ones that have squeakers are the ones that I kept in the hotel room. When I took her to the session, some of her toys do not have squeakers in them. It's like this one. And this is one that I brought to the session, so she could still play but not disturb anyone by squeaking the toys. So I have a couple of those. There's just, you know, more toys, more toys, more toys, and yeah, more toys. It was a positive reinforcement training seminar, so I did bring some training treats. So also what I brought with the treats, you know, was this little treat pouch, and this is what I brought with me to the session so I could reward her for being good when she was still and laying down. So I just brought that, and it's got a little clicker here and some poopy bags. So you just fill it with treats. So I brought that. And then her food I just had bagged up so I could feed her in the hotel. And that's it. And there's just a couple more toys that are in there. So let me show you the bag. So this is just the bag, and I put it on top of the rolling case to you know, transport everything. So let me pack all this up and I'll show you the remaining few items that I took. This is the carrier that I brought in case I had to bring her with me anywhere that wasn't within the hotel or the conference. I've done a review on this carrier. I'll link a card for it. You just keep like extra leash and poopy bags in it. And it's just a soft-sided carrier to take her with me. This is the collapsible metal crate that I brought with us to the hotel that I set up with the water bottle. So that silver bar there holds the water bottle in place so she can drink out of it. So it functions as her kennel as well as her water bottle stand. And that was if I had to step out of the room without her, she could be in the crate, because the hotel did ask if the dogs were unattended to keep them kenneled in the room. So I brought that, and you see it does fold flat, and then you can pop it up, and it's really convenient. This is the last thing that I've bought with us. So this is just the information for the registration for the event, the hotel confirmation, Coco's rabies vaccine certificate, as well as my packing list. So just kind of like all the paperwork I wanted to kind of keep all together. So I brought that as well. Okay guys, so this is how everything fits on here. So you see the bag just slips right on top of the handle, and then I can just wheel the whole thing. So that's what we took. There's Coco there waiting to be groomed. So hopefully this was helpful if you're planning a road trip with your dog. These are just a few of the things that I took that were helpful. If you have items that you bring on road trips with your dogs that are different, please include them down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.